It's quite interesting. When I got married, I think you all know that I had just taken charge of the church in Harrogate. We had a crusade there, and amongst the converts was the local beauty queen. She was only 17 at the time, and naturally, I mean, there was she got a lot of attention from the young men, and some competition, may I say, for me. But as my father used to say, faint heart never won fair lady. And I can remember the time that she was the queen of the local carnival in Knaresborough, which was an annual event in the August. And unfortunately, I couldn't get to it because I had a meeting in my church. But I had arranged with Zena's father that I would dash down at the end of the meeting and would pick her up from the carnival and take her home. But me being as poor as a church mouse, my little old car, I'd already had one puncture and couldn't afford to have the spare wheel repaired. And lo and behold, I'd reached Knaresborough and I got another puncture. What could I do? I got no spare wheel to put on. And all I could do was jack the car up, wheel the damaged wheel down the road and persuade a garage to lend me a wheel that would fit my car. So I made it just in time. I must admit my hands were a bit dirty. I made it just in time to pick Zena up. But what I didn't know was that her sister had seen me. And afterwards, she was telling the story about this poor man. She didn't know it was me. She hadn't recognized me. And she was telling the story about this poor fellow who had this puncture and he was rolling the wheel down the road. And I had to say, yes, I'm sorry, but that was me. So we did have some quite funny experiences during the courtship. Yes, of course I did win the battle, of course. I mean, that's what it's all about, isn't it? Winning fair lady. And so eventually we did get married in the church, and I'm glad to say that my father married us. And in choosing the hymns for the wedding, yes, my wife had got different songs she wanted as I had, but I was determined that there would be one special solo sung by one of the women from our choir. And I asked my brother-in-law, who was the organist, to play a particular tune for it. And it simply is, and it's such a wonderful song, take my life and let it be consecrated, Lord, to thee. Take my moments, take my days. It's a song of dedication. And looking back, it must have been a little bit of a warning to my wife, although I'm sure her mind was on other things, but it must have been a little bit of a warning that I was actually saying, even at the time when I was getting married to my wife, I was giving myself afresh, not just to my wife, but to the Lord. And I suppose it's only looking back I realize the significance of that song.
Take my life and let it be consecrated, Lord, to thee. Take my moments and my days, let them flow in ceaseless praise. song before my King. Take my lips and let them be filled with messages from thee.